here, let's introduce Angela. Angela is a seasonal professional with an impressive blend of experience in this fitness and wellness industries. I guess with a career spanning of more than 16 years as the owner of a personal training business and more than 12 managing a multi-million dollar fitness franchisee center, she has demonstrated a profound commitment to enhancing physical health and wellness. Her expertise extends into holistic practices, where she shines as a sound healer practitioner, yoga and yoga nidra meditation teacher, personal trainer, and Tai Chi instructor. She also serves as assistant to the spiritual teacher Suzanne Mary, contributing her skills and knowledge to further spiritual growth and healing. Renowned for her captivating sound baths, she travels across the country offering transformative experience at retreats. Her unique blend of professional and experience and spiritual practice positions her as a highly respected figure in both the fitness and spiritual communities. And here we welcome Angela, and we can just get some of her sound healing knowledge, and she can share her sound healing knowledge with us.
Thank you.
So, Angela, you can start.
Would you like me to play some sound for you to start?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
So, we all want to know what, how we get healed with this sound and what are the techniques, everything about it. We are more than welcome to explore anything regard to this, as we, I guess, at least me, I don't have any idea about it.
Okay. Yes. So I didn't have any idea about it either till quite a few years ago, actually. And I heard the singing bowl accompanied by a meditation, and I knew as soon as I heard the bowl that I needed to have the bowl. And so then I reached out to a teacher who is from India, out of Kathmandu, India, and he instructed me on how to play the singing bowls. But more than that, I learned that the singing bowls were healing, healing to the body and the mind and the soul. So I learned how to use these protocols that are given by shamans in his village as a way to heal people. So I got more than I bargained for. The singing bowls were not just because they sounded good, they were meant to heal the body and the mind. So what I learned was essentially everything is vibration, right? You know that. Everything vibrates at a certain frequency.
Yes.
Thoughts have a certain frequency, right? So negative thoughts, positive thoughts, they vibrate at a different frequency. And so through stress, through life, we can get out of tune. So we want to reharmonize ourselves through sound and vibration, singing us back into harmony through singing bowls. Every bowl correlates to a certain chakra of the body. They have a certain note. And so that doesn't mean that a certain note is not going to affect another chakra. So essentially, the singing bowl has the ability to raise your vibration and make you feel better.
That's good. Then I guess at the end of every day, we all need this sound healing
Yes.
to remove all our negative energies before we get a good sleep.
Yes. And the sound is also the quickest way to awareness through singing bowl.
Right.
So the first thing we do is we hear. So we bring in our senses of hearing, and that brings us into the present moment. So, how about I play a couple notes for you?
Sure, we all would love to listen
Does anybody have
and
any
heal
questions?
ourselves.
Yes. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, beautiful. All right, so I just invite everyone to relax and get comfortable and allow your mind to settle. Allow your body to settle in. Coming back to the body. Feeling the firmness of the support beneath you as you begin to come back. Noticing your breath. Taking your time. Perhaps give a little wiggle to your fingers or your toes. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela, and for giving such a beautiful chemistry of sound. This session carried me away with a different world of the healing and self-discovery of myself, which I haven't done in a long time, I would say.
Beautiful. The bowls are very powerful. They're made with healing intention. They come from the Shakyamuni clan. It's a 2,400-year-old generational clan. And they're prayed over and chanted over hundreds and thousands of times while they're being made. So that may be what you're feeling too.
Can you please talk a bit loud? We can't able to hear.
Can you hear me?
Your voice is very low.
Oh. Okay. How about now? Can you hear me now?
No, actually, it's very low.
Oh, okay. I can take it off the microphones altogether.
Can you increase the gain?
I just did, yeah. I did. Is that any better?
I think no.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very low. Your voice is low.
Okay. I'm
It's
on the
not.
computer.
Yeah, it's clear now. It's clear now.
I'm on the computer. Thank you. Thank you.
Any questions, comments, kindly?
Actually, I came in the middle. So can you explain once, really, little small, shortly, about this sound therapy?
Sound has the ability to affect us at a cellular level. So the sound penetrates the body by the tissues and the cells. It's even much more powerful, I think, too, when you're in person. You could feel the vibration. So since we know that everything is vibration, the different notes to the bowls can be felt by the body when they're played. And so like our thoughts, we explained, our thoughts are vibration. So the sound healing through the sound of the bowls has the ability to raise your vibrational level, so that you're into, instead of lower frequency vibrations, into a higher frequency vibration.
So basically, these sounds are connected to aura, right? And your koshas, which means the pancha koshas. Am I
Well,
right?
yeah. So the sound is affected at a cellular level through our chakras, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? So that's what you are trying to say, if I'm not wrong.
So I'm not understanding. So affecting the koshas, like the Annamaya kosha,
The sounds what you have sent it, right? So you have different kind of bowls in different kind of frequencies. Am I right? So
yes,
these are saptaswaras, right? Sare gama padani connected to 7 chakras. Am I
yes,
right?
yes, you are. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So which is called, it starts from Annamaya Kosha to Anandamaya Kosha.
Yes,
Am I
yeah,
right?
that's also part of Yoga Nidra too. So yeah, yes.
Okay. So can you able to give the frequency for the particular nadis, which is called, we have around 72,000 nervous systems, right? Like
Right.
it connected to 100 billion neurons. These sounds can be uh, accurate for that nadis. For example, it's a common frequency or a particular frequency?
So the notes, would you like to know the notes that I had? The frequency, I'm not sure exactly what they are. Okay, I don't know. I
For
mean,
example,
I have to look
Muladhara,
it up.
for example, if you are doing Muladhara, means like Muladhara stands like 369 to 596 hertz. We can able to give the ability, and it cures the anemia. Like it cures our. It basically we say it can able to cure our which sense the physical body strength. It increase our concentration and physical fitness. Muladhara. Once you activating the Muladhara. Those thing I'm asking one question. So you have different kind of frequency. It has a particular frequency, right?
Right.
So if you are giving a frequency separately, it activates the chakra, right?
Yes.
So now you have given all those frequency, so it is activating the entire body, entire koshas, right?
Yes.
That's
However,
what.
just because a frequency goes to a particular chakra, it does not mean that the other chakras will not be affected.
That's what I'm asking. It is
Yes.
basically it will not affect. You need to travel through one by one, right? You can't able to pass the frequency suddenly to the Agnya or suddenly to the Sahasra. You need to go from the Muladhara, right?
No, not necessarily. No. No. I mean, what I did was a balancing.
Yeah, it is balancing. It is balancing. What
Right.
you did, that is a common frequency. If you want to give the particular frequency, you need to travel from the root, right?
I could start anywhere if that's what you're meaning. Like I don't need to start right at the root, the
Is
Muladhara.
it possible we can able to start the root chakra? We can able to start from the Anahata, or we can able to start from Agnya?
Yes, yes. You can just even work on that one chakra and nothing else.
Okay.
And
Without grounding, how can we get some? Like I'm asking how it matured
how
without
it
the ground, which means every chakra has a maturity level, right? So without the grounding level maturity, how the next chakras can get matured? Is it possible? I don't know, because like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it is.
So I'm asking the right question, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
to see if the other chakras could. You have to start the
Like
Muladhara.
no. My question is simple. Like when you are starting from the ground level, for example, it's a step by step. If you are studying the first grade, you should go to the second grade, then third grade, then fourth grade. So you are getting matured to the
Excuse me.
level.
May I say something? I don't think you need to start from the root chakra. You can energize any chakra at any time.
So based on that, maturity is not important, right? So you can
Maturity
able
is not.
to.
I mean, it's good to have it matured from the bottom up, so it can go up, but that's not necessary.
I have a question. There is a Swami from Texas.
Not,
yeah, it's a very
yeah.
calming, nice, soothing sound. Yeah, when you say maturity of the chakras, what do you mean? I don't really understand what that means.
The maturity of the chakra, in the sense I'm asking
I think he's talking about Kundalini. You're talking about Kundalini.
Not Kundalini, not exactly Kundalini, like the activating level. So we have to activate around 50% it should be activate now to handle the next chakra. We have that potential then. Without that potential, if you are passing the frequency to the Agni chakra, suddenly it is activating. So how the human body can handle the chakra? That's my question.
Kiran,
Sir?
I see, many of the songs, even the cinema songs and other songs, they all have frequencies, right? They all affect one or the other chakras.
Ah.
So, we do not do anything with that. But now, because it is therapeutic, we are asking particularly. You're right, in a way, we start with a base chakra, etc. But there is like what Angela is trying to say is that you're balancing, like if it is taking the lower chakra, say for example, you're coming as a problem with a lower
Mm.
chakra problem, right? So your lower chakra is activated much.
Mm.
So that means they need higher chakras for healing. So the healing thing is that they activate the higher chakra so that it balance out. So she has set up certain frequencies, right, such that it will be useful for different therapeutic purpose.
Okay. So she's
They
trying to
designed that
balance
way.
all the chakras, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Ah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Can I
That's
have a
what I'm
question,
asking.
please?
Yes. Yes. Simon, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
Angela, thank you very much for doing this. I mean, that was quite calming and beautiful. So, yeah, I think you already answered some of the questions which I had about the 7 chakras, where these different frequencies really represent or affect the 7 chakras. And also, I think, like Mr. Kiran mentioned, the 7 nodes. I'm an engineer, so I'm a music ignorama, like a sari, kama, pada, ni, those 7, I don't know what you call, Dr. Lakshman.
Swaras.
Swaras,
Yes.
that's a
Swaras,
Carnatic swaras. That is closely related to our
swaras.
chakras and sun's color. There are 7 colors in the sun, 7
Yeah,
chakras, and 7 swaras.
Go
That
ahead,
is the
Guru.
yeah. I mean,
combination.
each color, each chakra is associated with a given color. But one question I have for Angela, you are hitting generating the sounds in a given sequence. I was watching. Is there any specific reason or why you do in a given sequence?
Yeah, so a traditional sequence would be the crown, then the root, and then the heart, and then the solar plexus. That's generally the 4 notes, the 4 chakras that I as a basic foundation for the sound healing.
Okay, thank
So
you.
basically,
I
you
mean,
are touching that sa, pa, and sa, right? That's the thing. Like you are taking the ground, which is called sa, and you are taking the crown, which is called the next sa, which is called a ni, and you are taking the anahata, which is called a spa. So you are making sa, pa, and the ni frequency to balance all the 7 chakras and the auras, right? Am I right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
See, you have to see. I don't think so. Everybody will know Carnatic to do this. This is a different
Hmm.
kind of set of healing. I mean, they just go with the flow. Not necessarily they have to know Carnatic, but you're right. That's the thing. It's happening if you understand that way.
Yeah.
Maybe they should collaborate
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's
make
what he's
something.
asking. Yes,
Yeah.
Kiran is a music director. He want to record all your things. If he's a music director, that's his job. He's trying to see, how you can record this. If you can get
Ah,
your bells, So he will soon come here to record your thing. He's going to
Let's do it.
be in the US.
Let's
Yeah.
do
I
it.
want
Is Mr.
basically it helps to my research.
Mr.
Yeah.
Kiran is doing research in music. Are you in Chennai or where are
I'm
you
in
located?
I'm not in Chennai. I'm in Mettur, sir. Shan sir is my guru, actually, in Varma.
Okay.
It's really important to note too that silence is a very important key for the sound healing.
Yeah, the bowls, being an engineer, I just want to ask this question. Are they made out of given bronze? I assume they are bronze,
It's
right?
made of 7 metals.
Yeah, five. Okay, that's most likely a bronze combo, just like any of the bells which are made of. So they are made
No.
to
These are special
reproduce.
metals. Okay, these are like they add the right component to make this, because what we get here mostly we'll have like a typical brass thing that we
Yeah,
have that is in the market, but this is a specially made things.
I guess it's
They
Tibetan, sir,
do
right?
certain, while making these bowls itself, there is a procedure. They recite some
yeah,
mantras. There are other kind of components. They have to keep their environment so, like their house and the place where they're doing. They do many other things that are involved in this. A very tedious process. It's not many people are there. I had a chance in. See, there are 370 odd notes in the Tamil literature about this thing. They have mentioned about the gong. So I realized this is coming from India. Because I used to think that this came from other part of the, different parts of the world. It's not very famous in India though. So then when I went to the literature in Kerala, I found that this Tamil literature is there, and I found a bell. And then I realized that how they make, there's a lot of tedious process there, how to make the bell. They are not like commonly available people. So this
I guess Shan
process,
sir
one
is
thing,
talking about the
Nepal.
Charitra Malika, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Charitra
Chaitra
Malika.
Malika. So
Yeah.
you see the bell, they talk about the history of the thing, right? So that's
Yeah.
what I mean. We are here. I see similar process, right, Angela? So the kind of how they make the bell.
Basically, what was Shansar, and we researched based on that thing. It came from the border of dynasty of Tamil Nadu to Kerala, which is called Nandi Varma. He did the research based on the sonic healings in ancient time, before 7,000 years ago. So, and he tried to understand the nadis of our human bodies and nadis, and he tried to relate with the cosmic vibrations. So, and he used to cure the warriors wounds by using the
Yeah,
sounding.
that's nice.
Part
Uh,
of a Varma.
Angela, I wanted to ask, do you teach this sound therapy?
Or I could teach her the sound therapy.
Yeah, she wants to teach. That's why I'm introducing Angela. She wants to be teaching here, and she wants to reach a lot of people, and she has some amazing skills, and we can
Yeah.
people to yoga nidra, sleep, and all these things. So yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
And
And it's basically a Tibetan bowl, right?
what's that?
Tibetan bowl concept, right? The Tibetan bowl.
Now it became Tibetan bowl. This where it came from. You just now told.
And
It became
Dr. Shan,
actually,
I also
I
want to
have a
say it
bowl.
sounds like the Christian bell too, a
yeah,
little bit. I
possible.
mean, her Angela's is more refined, but I'm just it has
Yeah,
that.
yeah. The sounds. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I have
this
a
bowl,
question.
tell me only one question, ma'am. Actually, I have a bowl that is different from this bowl, right? So when I'm hearing the sounds frequency, when I have a bowl like this, so this is something different, like when your bowl comparing to your bowl. So yours is sounding like very bass, and this is giving a sharp. Am I right?
They're all different. So even if I have one note, if I have 3 different crown note chakras, every one of them are going to sound different. And that's because the composition of the metals. And that's where you get the vibration, how that lasts so long also, is because there's air in between all of those metals. So
This
instead
is
of
actually rock. This is a rock. It's not a metal. It's metal coated, but it's a rock. That's why I'm asking.
I've
So
never
maybe some pitches are equal, but the sounding, when I'm hearing your sounding, it's completely getting heat. It's getting heat our body. I'm getting, my body is getting heat
So your
when I
kundalini
was
is
listening.
rising. You're coming up.
Yeah.
Right. So overall, we have to look at that way. There is always when energy flows from lower to upper, heat happens. When energy flows from up to low, it'll cool. And when energy stays there, it is balancing.
It's
So that's
balancing.
how you have to see this. So you need to, they have probably set out some certain things to balance out, maybe, or it is to increase, the energy of people. So I think this is very important. I think you should collaborate, and when Kiran is coming here to visit, you should record all these sounds,
Of course, that's
and
why I
integrate
want.
in
I'm
the
very, I'm very interesting and
right, because
eager.
integrate this in the things, like the music, and because these kind of sound we don't capture in modern musics, like in the cinema and industry and all these things. It should enter, so that without our knowledge you get the healing, capture this kind of healing thing, and we can work out something. And we have some program in 17th. We have one of our faculty is going to perform mridangam in Bridgewater. There are 500 people coming. You can New Jersey. If you're there, you can also join Nandakumar. So T.S. Nandakumar is a very famous guy here,
Wow.
and he will be there. You can join. I will just introduce him tomorrow. If you have a chance, we have a graduation program there. We try to get some doctorate for him, and introduce. So we're you're welcome to join. I will introduce Nandakumar to you. So it's on 17th March in Bridgewater Temple. There's
17th
a huge crowd.
March.
We are trying to invite the mayor and other senators and people. So you you're welcome. Okay.
Dr. Sean, what's the timing?
I don't know the timing yet. It's 17th. It should be morning, I think. Yeah.
I want to.
You're there around? You can join. Sid.
Yeah, I live nearby.
Okay, you guys can come join. I will come. I'm coming with my family. Going with
Okay.
my family. So see if you are local, you can come, Shanuji, Terry.
Yeah, Dr. Sean, I'll be interested. I'm not too far from Bridgewater, New Jersey.
Okay, sounds great.
So send me the info.
Sure. Yeah.
I,
Please.
I had a question for
Yeah, go ahead.
Angela. Thank you, Angela. That was really beautiful. Even though I was doing stuff around my apartment because I couldn't really sit down and focus, it really had an effect on me. So you are teaching this, but when you're teaching it, do we have to have the tools for us to learn along with you, or how does that work? Because I mean, this is something that will take time to even think about acquiring. So how does that work?
Yeah. So you can get by with just one bowl. Depending
Okay.
on what your intention is. Is it for yourself? Is it to help others?
I guess start with myself first.
Okay. Yeah. So I would suggest, one bowl is fine to start. You could have a whole series of bowls, but they're not necessary, and they are quite expensive actually.
Yeah.
For the quality of these bowls. But they're based on how large they are, and the larger they are, the more deeper sounding and resonant sounding they are. But you'll see what feels best for you. There might be a certain bowl that might resonate for you.
Okay.
But it doesn't have, you don't have to have a full set. No.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Angela, you said they're pricey, the balls. What is the price range for them? Like if you wanted to get a set like that.
They have full moon bowls. So I have a full moon bowl here. Has to be made under a sky with no clouds under a full moon. Those are the most priciest. So depending on how large it is or how small it is. I have a bowl about 5.5 inches, a full moon heart bowl that runs about $325. So to give you an idea, yeah. I have bowls that are like, let me think, 12 inches. Oh no, maybe not 12. Let's see, like this bowl here costs about $900. So
Okay. And the bigger their size, the louder the sound it makes. Or...
Yes, the bigger they are, the more resonant and deeper sounding they are. And it tends to be like people like that sound better, but we all have different vibrations. And then a different maybe a higher pitched one will resonate with you more than another one. And they have sharp
Right.
sounding bowls. But it's something that I think that if you have an idea, if you want to work on a certain chakra,
Right.
like the chakra, the heart bowls, these are typically this large. Now, I don't know how what the measurement of this one is, but it's about, I don't know.
8 inches.
Yeah, it's about 8 inches. Yes.
Yeah. So they have different bowls to address different chakras and different nadis and such.
Yes.
Okay.
But just because, like I said, if I wanted to get a heart bowl, okay, or a root bowl, those bowls are. I love the sound of the root bowl. They're typically larger, and they just are deeper sounding in its frequency.
So Angela, how long will it like to be like an expert like you? How many classes or how long do you think the training will take?
So I went to school through Surin Shastra at Atmat Budi. And so I went through all the trainings, including the certified sound healer practitioner. I don't think Surin is no longer teaching, and I just reached out to him today so that he could train me to teach people. And he's not even around right now. He's out of the area. So I think he has now teachers teaching levels 1 and 2. There's level 1, 2, and 3. And then you can go back and you can get certified to heal people after taking those 3 levels. Okay. And then after that, there's level 4 and 5. And then after that, that's all he has is 5 levels. And though I've had a lot of more trainings too with other teachers, and they all have something different to offer. So also I'm working with the gong with Mateb Benton out of Texas, and he's a very profound, and the gong is also a very profound healing instrument too. So, and bringing them all together is very, very amazing. The gong can move energy also very, very powerfully too.
Do you recommend getting this sort of training in India?
No, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if Surin's doing the training anymore. So he's teaching people to do the training. That's what I understood to be true. So I'm reaching out to set up a teaching training program with Surin. But I could still teach the bowls if I taught you the protocols. I don't even know if I could. I'd have to ask him to teach the protocols. But yeah, I would just have to get his permission for that. You would be able to just teach, for yourself, but you wouldn't be certified unless you fulfilled the commitment of the 3 levels. And then there's a certain number of hours you have to practice hours to complete as well. And then it has to be submitted with book reports and testimonials and stuff like that. So it's a little bit extensive.
Angela, I have one request. Can you just play the sound for the crown chakra?
Sure. Just the crown? Yeah.
Yeah, the crown just for 5 seconds. That would be fine.
Yeah, I can do that for them.
Oh, and also if you can, the Shwadhisthana.
Okay.
And can I also request the throat chakra?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll go on
I
down
want
the
to see how
line.
that sounds.
I'll
Go
go
one by one
I'll go
then.
on down the line. That'll be fine. Yeah,
Go
let's have
one
fun.
by one from the beginning, So
Okay.
eye. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Third eye here. Throat. The heart.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sean. Thank you for
Thank
having me.
you.
You're welcome.
That was great. Thank you so
It was a
much.
very nice session. I think you should be teaching. I mean, teaching means like not the technique, but teaching, this way, to heal people. And I mean, technique, of course, you can with permission and other things you can do, but at least this is also very important because everybody cannot afford to buy all those bowls, and there's no need for if you are able to. This sound online is also so good because online, we usually the sound system, it won't be that great when you're listening physically, but it's also good, no problem. So I think you should go ahead with the kind of course designed for just healing, so we can promote that. And maybe we need a lot of people. This is very good for relaxing, healing. I could sense certain things, like I've been in Kundalini for almost now 40 years. Basically, I started my little practice of the light lamp and all very engaged. So I got a sense when I was 18, 19, I got like the Kundalini in the peak. So now I can sense, like when you are doing this particular, like, and I don't need any instrument. Your thing will just trigger me like sharp. And if it's very easy to measure the frequency there, and also we can hook up a electroencephalogram to make changes. If you hook up something, and if that triggers this, two things we can find. One is the frequency we can measure. It's all measurable. Number two, if you do the electroencephalogram, you can see the frequencies immediately changes. These two are good enough to say it's a very good instrument what you have, and I can bet you on that, definitely. And
Well, wait till I see you because I'm gonna put water in a bowl. So I have protocols that have water in bowls, and then I rub the bowl on the body and I play on the body. It's very, very powerful. So let's get together so I can have
Sure.
some fun and see how you respond. It'd be a blast.
Okay, sure.
Uh,
We'll do one
one more
locally
question.
also. Yes, go ahead. So
What's the frequency of the crown chakra sound?
you can ask Kiran. Kiran,
Yeah,
tell the crown chakra.
It's
3
936 hertz.
36.
936 for the crown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, if you know what, so the crown chakra has the highest frequency. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, which is the highest frequency, 936 hertz. It's the crown chakra's
What
frequency. When you are
what
comparing to the
about
hertz,
what?
that is different.
Okay. What
When
about
you are
the
hearing in the bowl, that's different, because it's coming directly to your body, right? So that is different.
Okay, I think that's
what
the
about the third eye? Sorry,
Third
just
eye.
seems like he has
yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, third eye.
Yeah, third eye, right? It comes around 540 to 556 hertz. Agnya chakra,
And
right?
and what about the ones outside the body?
So you are asking all the chakras frequency, right?
You should send
Yeah.
us a list.
So here is the thing, we should not associate with the experience of the frequency versus, because frequency will increase as you tune,
Yeah.
frequency will decrease. When you
Exactly.
tune inside, frequency will
Basically,
decrease.
we have a
Frequency,
curriculum
we are
based on
talking
that.
about, yeah. Here we are talking about this excitation frequency from outside.
Yeah,
Remember
I was
that.
gonna say at some point she stopped mentioning which chakra she was working on, and I kind of lost track too. But I did feel it. I did feel the chakras. Like I felt it. I'm like, oh, she must be at this chakra then, and you were. So there is something to it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, nice. I think we are, time is up. Okay.
So I have only one question. Can I ask to Shan sir? This question is for Shan sir.
No,
Sir,
no,
நான் தமிழ்ல கேட்கட்டா?
no, you tell. We can explain. Everybody can know.
எனக்கு என்னன்னா சார், லைக் இப்போ ஒரு பாடிக்கும் ஒரு விதமான ஃப்ரீக்வன்சிஸ் மாறும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இப்போ லைக் அந்த காலத்தில் ரிஷிகள்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ஃப்ரீக்வன்சி இவ்வளோதான் சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு சாசனத்தில் எழுதிட்டு போயிட்டாங்க. பட் இப்போ இருக்க, அதாவது அந்த காலத்தில் இருந்த மனிதர்களோட உடல் அமைப்பு வேற, இப்போ இருக்கிற உடல் அமைப்பு வேற இல்லையா? ஸோ பாடிக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி ஃப்ரீக்வன்சிஸ் மாறிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும் இல்லையா?
Okay.
அப்போ எப்படி நம்ம அதை பேலன்ஸ் பண்றது?
So the question is like, those days people had a different frequency altogether, like whole group of people. Today's things are changing. Human beings have different set of frequency, and also individuals, frequency are varying. So how to balance this? So here is the thing. It's similar to like how we are balancing if you have a low, weaker chakra in our body, we will have a problem according to that chakra, like that. If you have chakra is overactivated, like for example, thyroid related problems will be, if this problem, this is overactivated, we will have overconfidence. Otherwise we'll be, low confidence. So these things happen, depending on that. So this is also connected to the body type, Vata, Pitta, Kapha body types. And also we have to look at the body type, what is good. For example, sound is a transformation of the air frequency. It is a Vata based only. So sound is a very good healer for like Pitta Kapha, the healing. Okay. But the transformation for a Vata body type, okay, the sound is good, but only at certain frequency. They need to balance that. So depending on what is needed for a body type, they may listen to certain sounds. Number one. Number two is depending on the chakras, which also can be tested. Each chakra, if there is a weakness, they will have related organ problems. Okay, women will have some problems. Men will have thyroid kind of problems will be there, or some other brain related problem. So these problems, if they know, then they are connected with particular chakras, then we can actually do both things. Whether balanced or imbalanced, we start with always lower. So we want to see whether it is high, excited, and then come to lower. And then when it comes to lower, then we just increase that. So we'll see where it balances, so that way we can find out. And this is a lot of research need to be done. This it's not that everybody is doing deeper into this kind of thing to do research. It's not. We have limited available things on these kind of historic things. There are people here and there they have done, but like a modern research on these things is required, for which we need fund. Who is going to fund this, right? So, but definitely these can be proven, but people with experiences know, like, okay, this is healing this person, they have come up with certain problems, but I think in a long run, we need to take this as a department, like each thing is like a serious thing, healing. And this is happening actually today. Lot of institutes are very interested in, but there is a way of communicating, because as we told, these experts are they may not have the modern knowledge necessarily. They're expert in their own area, right? And in order to communicate with all these things, frequency, all these things, people may not be worried even about frequency. Who cares? They just want to heal and go, that level of things are there. So we have to really, we need to bridge that. We need somebody who can take this and take this forward for research and do therapeutic yoga to prove this. And it's all possible. It's not far. Yeah,
That's definitely not that far. Dr. Shan, I have one question. You
I
spoke
guess
about
ma'am
the
has
thyroid.
that capacity to do, like she has a lot of stuffs and acoustic studios, we can able to take some record the sounds, and we can able to prove that a sound can do all the stuffs in the human bodies by
Yeah,
using the
yeah.
thing. Ah.
Dasa, yes, go ahead. Dasa was telling
Oh,
something.
I'm sorry. You were saying something about Pitta Kapha, and I'm sorry, no, the thyroid. And is that has to do with the Pitta Kapha disorder?
No, not necessarily.
Is that what you said?
Not
Okay.
necessarily. See, I'm talking about generally, I'm talking about body types. I'm talking about, when body
Right, right.
types, we are talking about transformations are connected to body types. So transformation, if say, for example, solid is a Mooladhara, and Swadhisthana kind of chakras are connected, but not necessarily that every body type will, for a Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, a Kapha body type will have activated that more. Not necessarily, but in general, they are associating with the chakras are associated with the Panchabhutas, and the Panchabhuta is associated with the transformations. So five
Exactly.
transformations with the five Panchabhutas, right? So the sound is the transformation from the air component. So the air in the body only, our body is the air. Only without air, there is no sound transformation happens. So it is affecting the air in the body. So our nadis there are nadis for air body, there is nadis for the vada body, for the pitta nadis are there, kava nadis, different kind of nadis are there through which all this activation happens. Okay, so these nadis only receive in our body, they receive this is sound coming, like a light coming through your eyes. So these dasanadis are there. Okay. Atti Alambudai Nadi, we say. Atti Alambudai are for the ears. So these ears, Nadi, they observe. There are two Nadis called. So this Nadi is like, they observe the sound, they transform. So that Nadi, if it is blocked, you cannot hear the sound. Remember. So the transformation of this is that if you activate too much for a Vada person, you can get like, all the uh, vertigo, all these things. Same thing can be used for cleaning up vertigo. If a particular frequency, if you have vertigo issues, okay, so the air-based thing, so some people hear the sound inside going on. That can be healed with this sound. If you balance out an external sound, that still it will cancel out. So for those things and all, they go to doctor, they, lot of problems there with the doctors don't know what is happening. They will do some surgical process, all these things not required. So those kind of things, this has amazing healing effect. Just nullifies, balances out, and once for all the problems are solved. So like that you can use these for many many things. Yeah.
So this is mainly for, diseases classified as autoimmune, where they don't really know what the cause is, but there's something wrong with the body. I guess blockages, somewhere in the body.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My question is
No,
to
the reason I brought up, the pitta kapha is and the thyroid. The thyroid has something to do with heat, right? Heat being imbalanced in the body, like metabolism, right? Because of the thyroid, and also these
Thyroid is a
sounds.
air based. So
Okay.
thyroid is air based. Here, anagada is fire based. Okay. So thyroid is ether based, anagada is air based. Okay, so these two chakras you are talking about, these are the most the chakras that are connecting to the vadanadis. So they are connected. This is ether is also in air only. It is a lighter part of the air. So that is the life force energy we saw. So when we are coming to the nabi, the belly button, then only we have the fire chakra, the heat, fire transformation happens. So here when you're talking about heat generated on, maybe the heat is generated upward. A pitta kava is usually, when we are talking about in terms of chakra, pitta kava would be fire and water. So the Swadhisthana and Manipuraga, when liquid becomes fire like a lava, it's called pitta kava. It's like, when the liquid part of our body becomes like very hot and the fire takes over, like, you have like a magma, flow like that, very, it's a fire underwater, underground fire, right? So it's the liquid itself, fire comes. So that kind of a body type. So that effect, that is how you can connect it as pitta kapha there. But that goes through the pitta nadi, it will affect certain parts, like you can have permanent damages, inflammations, high inflammation, body swollen, all those things. For that also, the frequency, particular frequency of this, it will balance. The sound everything can be intermingled. You can use sound to heal. Like I use photo medicine, right? To healing, I'll go to sound. I'm going to these sounds later on the chapters. I'll
So,
explain more.
Dr. Sean, so
Yeah.
she can use the like a sound that activates the higher chakras to kind of cool the system down. Is that
Yes, it is possible. That's why I'm telling, we need to work on
Yeah.
certain rhythms to balance. I wanted to work with Angela. That's why, we wanted to do something that can completely put up for every therapy. If you know the particular frequencies for this and look at the body type and everything, we do a particular, say for example, you take 5 thyroid patient, and 5 thyroid patient, if you're giving, if 4 out of 5, if it is working, particularly we giving on that particular frequency only, then we can definitely, out for this. Okay, this is working. So we haven't done that kind of a research, and maybe somebody else is doing that, like, particularly giving that frequency. They do in other kind of bells, but particularly using these kind of bells are like really, really good ones. I told you, Angela, you should put a shop, we should do this together. I am very, because people need this.
Dr. Sean, count me in. I can be the part of it.
Yeah, I told you to do the Siddha-Vetha. We have a Siddha-Vetha
Innovation.
innovation. Innovation can sell this, but it is owned by Siddha-Vetha. But you can work with Angela to, whatever way, works out. It works
Sure.
out, because we need a lot of things are not available. It's not about like we are making money out of this, or that's the secondary part. But people need this. See, now we want a bell. They cannot go to Tibet and buy this, or in Kerala, it's very difficult to get these things. So if it is available something, right? And if
Yeah,
you're
we
like, lot
we
of
have
people, vendors are there, then they will work out. We allow the vendors to do that,
yeah,
and
we have
do
few of
that,
them.
right?
Yeah.
They can ship. Today shipping is very easy, even from India. Like, a lot of things come out, right?
Dr. Khan, we have few of the people who goes into the workshops, not exactly workshops. It's kind of exhibition, and they bring these stuffs from Tibet itself while manufacturing it. So we have few of the contacts over there in
Hmm.
US.
Yeah, sure. We
We
need
can
to
work
find.
it like
See,
that.
first of all, we need to find authenticity, because everything we have to know whether it's authentic. This is very
Correct.
important. And there is a lot of test. We need some experts to define this is authentic or not. That's number one. Second one is to do research, whether if it is authentic, whether this is really working or not. So two
Correct.
things, right? So based on some test only, we can sell things. That's why research is important. We are bringing innovation for that only. If you have the fund, we will do that, which is going to happen soon. Okay, so
Uh,
we,
Count
we
count me in.
Can I
I am in.
convey one thing?
Yes,
நான்
yes,
ஷான் சார்
please.
நான் ஒன்று சொல்லணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்றீங்க. லைக் இப்போ நீங்கள் டெஸ்ட்டுன்னு சொன்னதுனால நான் அதை சொல்கிறேன். ஆல்ரெடி நம்ம பெங்களூரில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த பெங்களூர் யூனிவர்சிட்டி இருக்காங்க இல்லையா, சவுண்ட் டிசைனிங் யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ். ஸோ அங்கே சவுண்ட் இன்ஜினியர்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு டெஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. லைக் இதே மாதிரி சிங்கிங் போல் வச்சு நார்மலாக ஒருத்தரை வந்து ஜஸ்ட்டு ஒருத்தரோட கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ண சொல்லிட்டு லைக் டிபெட்டியன் சிங்கிங் போலை யூஸ் பண்ணி கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ண சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அட் த சேம் டைம் இந்த தோட்டகாஷ்டகம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, நிர்வாண சுக்தமன் தோட்டகாஷ்டகம் ஆஃப் ஆதிசங்கராச்சாரியார். ஸோ அதை சொல்லும்போது டெஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. அப்படி பண்ணும்போது சிங்கிங் பால் யூஸ் பண்ணுறப்போ இஃப் யூ சி த ஆல்ஃபா பீட்டா காமா வேவ்ஸ், நம்மளோட பிரெயின் வேவ்ஸ் வந்து நிறைய மாற்றங்கள் அடைஞ்சிருக்கு அதை கம்பேர் பண்ணுறப்போ. இஃப் யூ சி த நம்மளோட அந்த இப்போ இவங்க கொஞ்சம் பேர் கேட்டாங்களே தைராய்டு ப்ராப்ளம் க்யூர் ஆகுமான்னு. ஸோ அதை தைராய்டு ப்ராப்ளம்னு நான் சொல்லவில்லை, அது நம்மளோட டோபோமைன் லெவலை வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணுறது.
ரைட், ரைட்.
அது ஸோ அந்த டெஸ்ட்டில் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கு. லைக் இஃப் யூ சி அவங்க என்ன சொல்ல வராங்க அப்படின்னா, அந்த டெஸ்ட்டில் நம்ம இப்படி இந்த தோட்டகாஷ்டகமும் நிர்வாண சுக்தமும் நம்ம கரெக்டாக ப்ராப்பரான ரிதமில் சாண்ட் பண்ணுறப்போ அந்த ஃப்ரீக்வன்சிஸ் வந்து நம்ம டோபோமைன் லெவல் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணி அந்த ப்ராப்ளமை க்யூர் பண்ணுறதுக்கான சொல்யூஷனை நம்ம பாடியிலேருந்தே வந்து கிரியேட் பண்ணுறது. நம்ம பாடியே அதுக்கு ஒரு ஆன்டிடோடாக கிரியேட் ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்லி அவங்க கன்க்ளூட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க.
Okay, very good. So Bangalore, they have done some tests. So I will tell you, there are tests. If you are looking at online, you go to google scholars.com. There are a lot of papers on this, so there is papers there are already tested. What we really want is a fundamental research. What is a fundamental? All research are done based on therapeutic things so far. That research is already available. I'm not talking about that. What I'm really talking about is the ancient knowledge about these chakras and these kind of things. That is the knowledge we need to do research, connecting to body type, chakras, whether this body type, this frequency will be helpful, whether this particular frequency is activating this chakra. These statistics is very important because this is the ancient parameter, ancient anatomy we're looking at, and that will help to build the ancient science. We are confirming that chakras exist, reconfirming that, right? And these are directly connected to the gland, endocrine gland system. So all these things can be related, and that is why we need a different. This is called a paradigm shift research.
Dr. Sean, do you think
Yes.
blood types have any connection with like the
Not blood
doshas?
types.
The doshas.
Yeah, blood
No.
types is Ranjaka Pitta.
Yeah.
So blood itself in the ancient science is a pitta. It's not a liquid. That's why I tell you, like some fire and liquid joined together, blood is called a Ranjaka Pitta. Ranjaka Pitta is a type of fire, right? So here we are looking at, different types of blood types. When we are talking about blood types in the modern AA blood, that's a different component. That's not like we don't look at. In the ancient thing, the blood is divided like 8 type of bloods are there overall. 8 type of blood. Like when we call blood, if you remove a plant, that juice is not blood. So they have a definition for, what is a blood. So they know this is the thin, this is viscous like this is the color. So there is a definition for blood, but not like A, AB positive, O positive. Those kind of blood, things are not there in the ancient science. Maybe there are things that we can find with certain things, but if that is useful, yeah, of course.
So, Dr. Sean, can we connect offline for this topic? Because I have few of the things and kind of not exactly ideas, but few of the places that are working on these things. So we can figure out some way to work things out on this particular chakras and few of the things, because there are few of the items that are related to the chakras and healing or making some energies out of it. So with the help of the combination of the sound and the photo visual. So
I'm going to do that. Actually, in my class, I'll be covering this sound thing. That's now let this go. I'll be using some bells also. I will be using some bowls and things like that. But we will, when the class comes, I will let you. That'll be the third part. Okay, so after photo medicine, I'm going for touch therapy, and then we'll go the sound system. I'll be using some of these balls. So I have some bowls back home, and here I have some bells. Not the best, but I have some. Okay, but if I can get those bells by the time, it'll be a good. And I'm very much interested in any of these nice things. I put a budget for it somehow, whether I budget or not. I'm little. I
Okay.
I
I
bring
have
it.
also I have
I'll
also created something. So whenever we got some time, I will just connect to you and show you some things that I created, because the research needs to be still pending. But yeah, that's why reason I just asked for the crown chakra, because the audio for the crown chakra is still pending, and that's the last piece for my whole thing.
See, you should also talk to this. We should involve Balu. See, Balu,
Uh-huh.
Kiran, Angela, we can make a grow, and we can put the innovation thing also. You make the website also for the
Okay.
Siddha-Vetha innovation. So they can write on
Actually,
this
this is
the
one of
entire
the
doc.
helpful content for my Nadavarma research.
Yeah. This Nadavarma research, I'll put all the Nada contents and all. I can give some inputs. Balu knows about music because he
Okay.
knows like music about the modern music and chakras. He has given a talk in our
Yeah,
webinar. One of our webinar is also available in our
I saw that today.
paper, right? So
Yeah.
you can look at with people putting all this together. We can come up with a consensus. This is the content, and this could be even a book publication is useful, or a paper. It could be a paper also,
Okay.
and a
We
journal
can do
paper,
that.
research paper, right?
Correct.
And recently we did with one paper. She's writing like Priya is writing one paper on Parai, Parai ancient drums with healing and all. So similarly, we can do something, and this could be documented. See, once you document, even and publish this, it'll have more valuable things. So one thing is, you can sell this once you document. It's a research document. It's You can sell your product, number one. And the selling the product is not about selling the product. It's about sustaining those people who are creating that. Otherwise that thing will go away. Nobody will produce. That'll be the end. If that next generation need to take this, we have to sell, because money is a component here today. We want to give. Those days they started to give, or whatever, they donated. So today money is a component. Somehow, money is involved. Even though it's a bad karma, we have to do that, right? So this is the right time, to sell these products. It should be available for people, you know. And so that's why I connected to you, Siddha. I connected to you to give the details. We have a WhatsApp group for this, Siddhant. So I think I connected Angela so that you can create the website, quickly.
Okay, I will just have a look and find out, and will connect to
Yeah, we'll
Angela.
put the content. I told you, we'll all put together. You use Kiran's knowledge, my
Mm-hmm.
knowledge. You can use. Bala's knowledge. Put together everything, and we'll find the references. I'll give some reference material. I'll get
Okay.
the Tamil based, Sanskrit based. We can get something. And
Yeah, I have also have few of the Sanskrit books and Hindi books, and that's for like I think it's 1900s uh books. It's very old.
1900s is
Me-
not very old. Okay, that's old
Means
only.
it's like it's
Relative.
actually very old. Means I know someone who collected all of those.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I teach at the community center, and one of my students is a 92-year-old who her husband was a professor at SUNY Binghamton, and
Mhm.
his name was Snyder. His last name is Snyder. I forget his first name. Anyway, Rosie told me that she has all of his Sanskrit books, and he traveled from Germany, and he was a scholar. So if anybody's interested in those, I know Rosie would love to see them put to giving them to somebody who would utilize them. If you're interested, let me know.
Oh, sure.
We can
Oh
we can
yes,
do
I'm
that and
interested.
schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean, I'll connect you with Rosie. I will.
Yeah,
You
sure,
can go to her home
Anywhere
and visit her.
Sanskrit Tamil books I'll buy and keep just for the library, so that
Dr.
that
Sean,
way
we
the
can
Sir,
scan and document
Shan
those.
sir,
yes.
Dr. Sean, you should translate these books.
Yeah, well, I will use the expert. That's why I told you I don't believe in myself in
Oh no, you
translating.
should.
So always,
On translating. Okay.
always we have many people put together, because many components what we don't know, the other people will know. They will fill in. So that's how you should not. Individuals should not. Individuals can translate, but you have to have a statistics in translation. A lot of people should translate, some experts. Then we will interpretation also. We need interpretation experts, and then we take the collective thing and put together. Then we'll have a correlation model that will work out nicely, right? Otherwise, it'll be opinionated, and we can make mistakes because there are filling gaps always. That's why we have people. Human beings are created. A lot of people with different kind of knowledge, right?
சார்
Kiran,
ஆக்சுவலி நான்
Kiran,
உங்களுக்கு
you may
2
be
ஆர்டிக்கிள்
expert.
அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கேன்.
Yes.
ஸோ
So
அந்த ஆர்டிக்கிள் மட்டும் நீங்க
so one
பாருங்க.
can't.
இட்ஸ் பேஸ்ட்
Oh,
ஆன் த
sorry.
நந்தி வர்மா சோனிக் ஹீலிங் அண்ட் சவுண்ட் ஹீலிங் சோனிக் ஹீலிங் பேஸ்ட் ஆன் த காஸ்மிக் எனர்ஜி. அது நான் அந்த ஆர்டிக்கிள் எழுதியிருக்கேன். ஸோ பார்த்துட்டு உங்களுடைய சஜஷன்ஸை சொல்லுங்கள் அந்த ஆர்டிக்கிளில். ஸோ ஐஎஸ் இந்த ரிசர்ச் பேப்பர்ஸ் இதுவும் நிறைய எழுதிட்டு இருக்கேன் பேஸ்ட் ஆன் இவங்களோட சவுண்ட் தெரப்பியும் அதுவும் நம்ம கொலாபரேட் பண்ணால் இது ஒரு கரிக்குலமாக நம்ம போடுறதுக்கு யூஸாக இருக்கும்ன்றது
We'll
என்னோட
publish paper immediately. We have now very good team for publishing paper immediately. Okay, so we have a very good team. Research team is there. First, you put everything together. Whatever you know in Tamil, Sanskrit doesn't matter. Language doesn't matter. Somebody will translate and give whatever. Today we have a very good team to do anything. So you all put together and we can publish some. If you have any data, say Angela, you have any particular data like this person is healed particular, so those data are very important.
அந்த ஆர்டிக்கிள் நீங்கள் படிச்சுட்டு உங்களோட ஒப்பீனியன் சொல்லுங்கள் சார். நான் அது பண்ண ரிசர்ச்சில் நான் அந்த ஆர்டிக்கிள் எழுதியிருக்கேன். ஐ காட் சம் எவிடன்ஸ் அண்ட் ஐ டுக் எவிடன்ஸ் அண்ட் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி நான் எழுதியிருக்கேன். ஸோ உங்களுடைய ஒப்பீனியன்ஸை சொல்லுங்கள். ஃபீட்பேக்ஸ், வேல்யூபிள் ஃபீட்பேக்ஸ்.
I'll give you feedback.
I want to share with you one story if you're interested. I think you'll love this.
Sure.
It's short. My sister, in learning I had to do so many practice hours. So I practiced on my sister one time. And when I did a particular protocol on her, and I finished the bowl at the third eye, I woke her up basically, and she said she was floating and flying through clouds. She said I was flying through clouds, so it can also transport you someplace too. But I don't tell people that typically, because I never tell anybody that. I don't want them to expect anything, or I don't want that. Yeah.
Well, the individual experience, see, certain things can be documented. For example, if you're cleaning curing a thyroid problem, and they, before and after, they can see that the result can be seen. So we want to really show some impact, and definitely this can be that. That's why certain things, for example, you have to do continuously. It'll have an effect. So one mandala, you pick one mandala is 48 days, right? In 49th day, they should see some change. Otherwise, you pick 3 months. So these are some things that you need to. That's why I tell you, filling knowledge. What your knowledge, we'll give some knowledge. You have this knowledge, and put all these together, fuse together, work out, and then you can have a paper like real quick. We don't need many people for writing a paper. If 2 people, if you put as a patient, and if you continuously give that, even that is a very good statistics. For once you have a clear paper, then you can do a lot of things, extrapolate from there. So beginning, you need to have a review paper, like review on this. Review, people don't know this is a lot of knowledge there hidden there. So bringing all the things like the Sanskrit, Tamil, other things that are available even in other traditions, culture, Tibetan, and other things, put together and, do a very good review. A review article could be, it could be a book also. That's the first thing we need to do.
I can help with that.
Yeah, sure. So why don't you, Dasta, why don't you coordinate with us, pull together? So let's put a group and make this happen. Because you don't want to waste this knowledge,
Okay.
It's learning process. You learn what I teach, you learn, different people have different skill sets, right? Somebody can compile everything together, and this could be something that we can do immediately. Because now we have a very good team working on everything, and we are going to increase the capacity of our team for different purpose, useful purpose, humanity. And we may also get some we are looking very, in the next 3 months we might have some funds also. So so that this can work out very nicely for everyone. Yeah, looking some grant applications, so it might work out for us. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a good
Sounds
meeting for
exciting.
me, and I got so much ideas.
Yes. Okay, thank you. And you, Kiran, you can create a group, right?
Okay, sir.
With Angela. You have Angela's. I'll share. Dasta, whoever wants to join, anybody can join. Shanuji, if you want to be there, you can be. Any doesn't matter. You can.
I can create a group based on Nada Varma and Sonic healing, like that in the
Yeah,
topic.
I'll take a picture so I'll remember who all are here.
Huh.
This is a. Yes, Elvaya is there or what? Who is this SK?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, please. You are the conclude. You conclude and tell your thing and conclude. Yes.
Oh, there is one more person. I think Shanu was
Yeah.
raising the hand.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
Here.
Okay. I just wanted to say thank you for these wonderful discussions, as it's a learning process for everyone. And this learning process brings in the real transformation in each and everyone. That is the idea about why we get together and have this type of programs that is mutually helping each other, as what Dr. Shan also mentioned. We all need to be in the learning mode. It's no one in this world is really highly knowledged. Everyone need to learn from each other, because everyone are not the same. That is how the creation is made. And what we have, we need to share with others. I really thank Angela for sharing her knowledge, her skills, and her transformation that she brings to the society. That's exactly what we are looking for. And I believe today's program has brought in the best in what Angela has got to provide to each and everyone and to the society. And what she does. Let's pray and wish her the good luck moving forward in the future. And thank you, Sean, for organizing these programs to bring in the real transformation with the right frequency, with the right energy, in the right vibration. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Sanuji, had anything? Just.
Yeah. Namaste, Dr. Shan. I just wanted to thank Angela for beautiful evening, beautiful meditation. I have this experience once before in Tibet House in New York, the sound bath meditation by Mary Nichols. And it was amazing. As you said, like it transported your sister to some other place. So I had experienced something like that when I attended that. And today was also equally powerful and very calming and soothing meditation. So I definitely think, Dr. Shan, that maybe we can, have this frequently so that people can feel, more calm and get, become more peaceful, I feel. And I want to thank you, Angela, for as beautiful evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Dr.
all.
Chan.
Thank you all. Okay. So we'll see with, yeah, definitely we'll make those arrangements. We'll see how to engage in a team. We don't want to leave the team. So we just keep expanding on different areas so people can learn different things. So, okay. So, and that's how we can sustain this. So thank you all for coming today. And
Sir, I created a group. You can
yes,
add those persons who aren't interested.
yeah,
So
I will
you can
add.
add them. I make you admin.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. See you all.